Ironmouse is leaving VSHOJO, a company that is corrupt, scams charities out of money, scams their own employees, their VTubers out of money, and is really just manipulative as well. Now, I know this is not the normal content I make on this channel, but I do feel like this is a serious enough topic that I should talk about it on my channel because it does relate to the anime gacha space overall, overarching, right? Because I'm sure a lot of the people you watch are probably VTubers or in that space, and they might be suffering the same fate that Ironmouse is suffering from right now. So I think we should watch this video. I'm going to be reacting to it today, giving my thoughts on it, and I'll be interjecting with my thoughts throughout the video.
VSHOJO. Unfortunately,
honestly, I think it's probably better for her to leave you. I feel like she is what makes VSHOJO. I'm going to keep it a buck with you guys. Really, I feel like she is, in my opinion, I think she's the biggest creator in VSHOJO by far. I don't think that VSHOJO would have the outgoing reputation that it has, nor I don't think it would have the pool or popularity that it has without Ironmouse in it. Genuinely, guys. I think that Ironmouse and the VTubers, the front-facing, I guess, puppet heads or whatever mascots of the company really give it a much better name than what it actually is and what it's actually doing to those creators.
I found out that for the past couple of months, I have been misled by VSHOJO with the information.
I feel like this is so common as well with a lot of like big corporations, especially corporations like VSHOJO, just like VTuber companies in general. We saw the whole shit that happened with HoloLive and stuff like that. I feel like every single one of these VTuber companies are super scummy with their contracts and stuff like that, and they get people to sign up for it when they're like really small creators and they don't really look at the contract because, yay, I get to be pretty anime girl on the internet and speak to viewers and make money for doing this stuff. And they don't actually look at the contract. They just think, oh, I can do it if I sign this. Cool, thank you, you're paying me some money, and then they scam you
that
out of
I
everything.
currently have, I believe that I am owed a significant amount of funds, which I have not been paid. And most importantly, the thing that hurts me the most is that the Immune Deficiency Foundation, which is the most important charity to me, and also the reason why I'm here today, is owed over $500,000 from the
Fuck, dude, and I saw this on Twitter before I even went and reacted to it. $500,000 is an insane amount of money, and for a company to keep that away from people that are literally dying, this is to help research for people with immune deficiency, right? Literally, VSHOJO is killing people because they have withheld those funds, and not to mention everything that Ironmouse needs too. I'm not saying that Ironmouse needs a ton of money, right? I'm not saying that at all, but I'm saying that you should get what you're owed, right? Regardless if you're making millions of dollars a month or you're making pennies of dollars a month, right? Regardless of that, you should get what you're owed. If your community is giving you money, you should get that money. Your company shouldn't be able to just steal that money away from you and take these huge revenue cuts for, I mean, like, what value are they really bringing you? Sponsorships here and there. Like, if you signed up with a talent org, you could probably get those sponsorships regardless of that. Hell, even me with no sponsor org, I get offers of them shitty sponsorships, but I'm assuming like you have a bigger number like this, right? Like, you get a lot more sponsorships. I don't think they even need them for that per se, right? So it's just hard to see why would you stick around with a company that's doing this, right? But I guess we'll figure that out.
I know that this is a lot, and it's very important for me to be honest with all of you. I really want to tell you everything, but unfortunately right now, I have been instructed by my attorney to wait for more of the legal procedure to unfold. So
that's so shit too. You can't even talk about it because everything's either tied behind like NDAs and stuff you've signed, and technically the stuff they're doing is not illegal because you probably signed a contract saying that, oh, we'll take this percentage of whatever revenue it is and we're not going to pay out to this and blah, 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 blah. Like all these contracts and stuff that are in place that you're not really looking over whenever you're doing it. So you can't really talk too much about like the internals of things because you signed a contract for it. It's not technically illegal, right? If you signed a contract saying you're going to do these things, it's not like you're actually like, I guess, harming another person per se, or like sexually assaulting. It's not like something like that. I don't know. Like, and obviously as well, you wouldn't want to talk about it if you have a lawyer involved because you don't want to jeopardize your case. I think this case could be really big for VTubers actually, and that's why I wanted to partially make this video today, because I feel like a lot of our community, gacha community, anime community alike, really does revolve around like VTubers and like anime-esque things, like these cute anime waifus, right? Or cute VTuber waifus, right? Like a lot of our community does revolve around that, and like I said, your content creator could be stuck in a situation situation like this as well. And, you know, my video is probably not going to blow up or whatever, and that's fine. But as long as you're spreading the word out, and that's what I want to get out to my audience, is spread the word out about this, because this could be very good for your VTuber. It could help them out of a shitty situation. And I think that's what we all want to do at the end of the day, right? Is help our content creators out to have a better life. And that's why we watch them. That's why we support them, right? So let me stop yapping. Let's continue on.
One day, I will be able to tell you the full story.
Hell yeah. Hopefully
But
so.
for now, I just need to let you know that I will no longer be a part of VSHOJO. If you give me a moment of your time...
It's probably better for her career, though. Honestly, it's probably better for her career if she's not even a part of VSHOJO. I mean, like I said, she made VSHOJO. She makes VSHOJO for the most part. I feel like she could have her own career on her own and make much more money that way, and probably even raise maybe even more charity money if she's not a part of VSHOJO.
I just want to tell you a little bit about myself. I know for a lot of people right now that this might be the first time you're ever watching me. I became a VTuber because I really wanted to make friends. I was very lonely due to the fact that I have a primary immune deficiency disease called CVID. I basically have a low to near non-functioning immune system, which means I get sick a lot, and it caused me to remain isolated for long periods of my life.
And honestly, I can't even really imagine that to like the fullest degree, right? I don't feel like a lot of us can really imagine that, right? Maybe if you were like worked back in COVID or whatnot, where you had to stay indoors for so long, I think that's the closest thing that probably most people that don't have like immunodeficiency, and people that aren't, you know, handicapped or whatever, they probably don't have to deal with that, right? But sitting inside or just being in your room or having to stay confined to a certain place for years and years and years of your life, not being able to interact with people outside. I know people say to touch grass, right? But most of us, arguably, we still do go out and interact with some people. We go out and interact with our friends online, but where do we even make those friends online? Where do you even start all that up, right? Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just yapping for no reason here, but I feel like that is so, like having something like this is, I couldn't imagine on my mental health.
Then I found streaming, and I thought about giving it a try because I wanted to see if I could make some friends online, because I honestly couldn't ever leave my room. I never really expected to grow an audience or anything. It was one of the last things on my mind. I just thought that I would stream to, you know, 5 to 10 people and just hang out from time to time.
That's how it was for me too, guys. Like when I started streaming, that's my goal, was to stream to like 5 or 10 people and make some friends, because I don't have very many friends, truthfully and honestly. I'm sure you know that from the 5 fucking videos I post. But yeah, I mean, like, it was very hard for me to make friends, especially during the COVID era, right? And that's why I say I think it's really hard for someone like her, right? That has been like this despite COVID era or whatnot. Like, we have maybe got a glimpse or a little look into what she's had to experience. And that's why I feel like it's really shitty for someone to get to the level she's at now with not being able to get out and do these things, not be able to build these bonds with people, and then get to absolutely fucked over by a company.
Friends,
Ew, disgusting, honestly.
And just continue on with my life.
If you guys want to know what's worse on the Pride tier list, this is worse on the Pride tier list, this company, guys.
But unfortunately, I was too scared to stream with my face. So a friend of mine recommended that I try an app called FaceRig that would allow me to use an anime avatar to stream. And that's how I started VTubing. It took me a while to take it seriously and even begin to think about maybe being able to grow a community and even make this a career. I think I really started to take it seriously around the time when I was approached to join VSHOJO, and it was through VSHOJO that I was able to grow into the Ironmouse that I am today.
I'll be honest with you, I can maybe see how that's partially true. I feel like Ironmouse is who she is today because of herself. Because ultimately VSHOJO is kind of like, you know, it's just a group of VTubers, right? Like, at the end of the day, it's those creators making a name for themselves still, right? And for her to even get an offer by VSHOJO in the first place, obviously she was doing something right to get that offer in place in the first place. Now, the reason why I say it's maybe partially true that they helped is they probably gave her some type of collaborations with other VTubers potentially, and that could have helped grow her audience some. And, you know, I think she might have seen that as good. Like, she can be like a part of a group where she hasn't been able to be really a part of a group in her life because of the deficiency that she has, right? I think that's probably one of the main factors of jumping into that, right? And then also seeing it as being a career for yourself as well, a potential career for yourself, anyways, where you felt your whole life that you can't make a career, make a living doing anything that you might want to do, or even like with the disease she has, right? That she can't do anything herself because of what she has.
I was approached in 2020 and asked to join VSHOJO. It seemed like a good idea, but I honestly did not know if I could ever be a corporal VTuber because I felt like I just
Mm.
couldn't. In my mind, I saw myself as unhireable, which is why streaming worked for me. I had no boss, no strict rules, I had no hours, no expectations. It was all up to me, and due to the fact that I
Honestly, and that sounds really good too. Like if you were going into a job and they were saying, "Hey, we're gonna pay you this much," and we have no expectations out of you at all, you're telling me you wouldn't take that job? Like it's a job that seems too good to be true. But if you're in a position like she was, I mean, I fuck it, I would take it too. I mean, shit, I would. Wouldn't you? And that's what I was saying before as well, with like feeling like she couldn't be apt for any other job or like really any other career. I feel like that's due to the fact that she has been, she does have this immunodeficiency, and I think that is due to the fact of her like immunity. I think that really is due to the fact that she has to stay indoors a lot. I think they can make you feel pretty self-conscious about what you can do for the world and what you can do for yourself, because you're already so bedridden and confined to like one small space. You don't really get to go out into the world that much. So how can you succeed in the company if you can't do that? That's the thought process that comes across my head. And I think that's the way that I would feel if I was in the same position.
have lived my life chronically ill and being unable to do much of anything,
Oh shit.
I just felt like
Yeah.
there was no way that anyone would ever take me or want me. For a
That's
while,
exactly what I just said. Literally exactly what I just said.
I was
It sucks.
struggling to make a decision because I was afraid about my anonymity and afraid about trusting people because I felt like every time I put my trust in people, it always ends in grief for me. So I was worried about expectations and a million and one other things. But I ultimately decided to join VSHOJO. It really pains me that I am unable to fully explain.
Oh, and I can't imagine that. The best thing I could relate this to is, think, guys, if you've been in a relationship with your girlfriend, right? Because you got to think, at this point in time, it probably feels like she's married to the company because she's been working for the company for so long and doing so many things for the company. It almost feels like you're married to the company, right? The closest thing I guess I could relate this to maybe help you guys relate to this more is, think about a significant other that you've had. Maybe you've been with them for years and years and years, and they fucking cheat on you. They cheat on you just out of the fucking blue. Like, you don't even know they're cheating on you. They act like they're all happy-go-lucky with you, but they just been cheating on you and fucking someone else behind your back. Like, that's the type of like disrespect and like the pain that you get from even just thinking about something like that, right? Or let's just say you have an animal, right? And you love your animal so much, and someone just comes up and shoots your dog one. Like, that's a very morbid. Let me not. That's very morbid. But that's how I see it. That's how I see it. It's like a shot in the back, like just out of nowhere. It's bullshit.
Explain why I am leaving. But for right now, here's what I am allowed to share with you. I would always be told how important I was for the company, and I was always told that I was needed in order for the company to succeed. Although that was very positive to hear,
Honestly, that feels like heavy manipulation, if I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like, imagine telling, and I don't think they're wrong in that, because I do think Ironmouse makes VSHOJO. Truthfully and honestly, I think without Ironmouse, what is VSHOJO can, I mean, you maybe can, but I don't know if I could necessarily name. I could maybe name one other VTuber in VSHOJO off the top of my head right now. Like, I know Vebe used to be a part of it, right? And I think Nanners also used to be a part of it. And then I remember Ironmouse. Those are like the three like main like figureheads of VSHOJO. And Nanners and Vebe already left a long time ago. So I mean, like, where does VSHOJO really go from here? But going back to the manipulation factor of this, right? Yeah, if you're telling someone that, like, hey, we need you. If you're not here, we will fail. Everyone here will lose their jobs. That's like a phone scammer calling you and saying, hey, if you don't go buy these $500, $1,000 gift cards, my family will lose their house and kids. Like that's the same manipulation. Like they're using phone scammer manipulations on someone that works for their own company.
It put a lot of pressure and a lot of stress on me to the point where I felt guilt tripped into signing. I felt responsible
Yep.
for
Like
everybody. I felt responsible
feels
for
like
staff
manipulation.
and talent alike.
That
And I
sucks
felt
ass.
like if I didn't do this and if I didn't stay, I was hurting everybody and I was destroying everybody's life. But this didn't feel right with me. And
Dude, I can't imagine that feeling.
I began to feel extremely uncomfortable. As my viewers know, privacy
I'd be uncomfortable
has-
too. Like imagine like every day, like you're hating working for this fucking company, but then like your job, say you're working a job right now and they say, if you don't come in, everyone here is going to fucking die. We're literally everyone here will die and lose their life. They die a brutal hard death. We're going to burn them to death in a fire if you don't come in. Like, oh, damn, well, fuck, I guess I gotta come in then. I can't fucking die, right? Like, shit.
always been one of my biggest concerns. I've had a lot of
Or, like, even a toxic girlfriend to you saying, like, I'm gonna kill myself if you leave me. Like, shit, well, I can't leave now. I feel like I can't leave now.
scary experiences in my life. So, one amazing thing for me was the fact that VSHOJO handled all my payments, and it meant that
Oh,
I
man,
never
that's
had to
tricky,
give
though.
out any of my personal
It sounds so good on the
information.
outside. Like, we'll handle
So
everything.
that was
Like, it sounds so good. I'm sorry for talking over her, but, like, it sounds so good from the outside. I will handle everything for you. But when you don't have, like, full, like, autonomy over your payments or, like, really over anything you're doing in like, a business sense, right? Or even in this sense, like, just with the payments, right? Do you know you're really getting all that money? They could siphon stuff out and you would never know, you know? Like,
always
ridiculous.
a blessing to me. As time went on, I decided that I wanted to try to start pulling out my remaining funds because I wanted to start taking over my own finances. This is what led me to this point. Throughout the years, Connor and I have raised around $4 million for the
That's a
Immune
lot of
Deficiency
fucking money, bro.
Foundation.
And they did a great job
majority
at it.
of
All
the
those fucking, all the auction streams, all the cyclothons, absolutely
money
amazing.
raised is through Tiltify at events like the cyclothon, the charity auction,
Huge,
and other miscellaneous
huge
events
for charity,
that
bro.
we've had.
Saved so many lives probably
because
with
of the
this.
success of my first subathon, I decided to donate half the earnings of my following two subathons to the Immune Deficiency Foundation. The first time I tried this, it worked great.
And
Over
that's how they hook you too.
200,000
They're like,
people.
oh, everything's gonna be great, and they immediately do it. And then probably the second time, it's like, we'll do it eventually. Have you done it yet? We're working on it. And they just keep doing that.
People supported me, and because of that, we raised over $329,350 to the Immune Deficiency Foundation. Because the money came from my Twitch revenue instead of a Tiltify link, it required VSHOJO to make the donation on my behalf. They promptly sent the payment, and the subathon was a huge success. So I decided to do it again the next year. My last subathon was one of the biggest events I've ever done. The support was overwhelming, and I ended up getting over 300,000 subscribers
Jesus.
and breaking the
yeah.
all-time sub record.
Absolutely massive.
But this also meant that we had raised $515,000 for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. I once
Fucking
again
massive.
asked VSHOJO to make the donation on my behalf, but unfortunately, still a year later, VSHOJO has not paid the charity.
God damn, dude. You're literally killing people. By not donating like the money that's been raised for it, you're actively killing people. I know it's kind of extreme, but if you think about it, it's literally spreading awareness for people with immunodeficiency problems, right? And a lot of these people, most of the time from what I've heard from, Connor's streams or from Alice's streams or whatever, right? A lot of people most of the time don't even know they have it or don't know the resources to go to. So when you're not funding a company like this that is doing a lot of outreach to find people with these diseases, you're actively killing people. Genuinely. I know it sounds harsh, but it's true. You're actively killing people. I know that Mouse put a link in the description here, guys. So I'll put a link from in my description as well, guys. If you want to go donate for this, they've already raised, Jesus fucking Christ, already raised $196,000, guys. If you want to go donate to this, you know, I hope that you can, maybe if you have some extra money, donate around. What I'll do here, guys, is I'll blur all this out, but I will donate $10 here, guys. I you know, hope that maybe you guys can donate some money if you can. Obviously, if you can't, that is fine. We're gonna donate a little bit of money here. You know, I'm a bit of a broke boy right now, but we'll do what we can in terms of donating towards the goal here, guys. Like I said, guys, if you can, please go support this cause. It is absolutely fucked that a company has went through and taken $500,000 away from sick people. It is insane. Link in the description down below. I think the other thing with this as well, guys, is like you can hear like the shuddering in her voice, and there's like different cuts here and there for the video. She is I can't imagine how upset she is making this video. Like, it would be so hard. I know it would be hard for me to record a video like this, especially coming out to a community saying that, like, they've stolen all this money. Dude, it's so fucked.
Immune Deficiency Foundation,
I feel so bad for her.
Means the world to me. Connor and I have both spent a ton of energy, time, and resources raising money for charity. And we're both so proud to be able to say that we've raised nearly $4 million for charity. We almost always raise money for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. They help people with primary immune deficiency diseases, or PI, which are inherited disorders where a part of the body's immune system is missing or doesn't function properly, which makes people like me more prone to infection. And this includes,
and also with the, let's let her speak first,
over 450 different conditions. The Immune Deficiency Foundation is a charity that is near and dear to my heart and has a particular significance in my life. When my health first started getting really bad, the Immune Deficiency Foundation helped me immensely when I really had nowhere else to turn. I was terrified, I was lonely, and I was confused. I honestly didn't really know what was going on, and I never ever want anyone else to go through that. This entire situation has broken me. I
mean, yeah, think about the trust too. Imagine like the lack of trust you must have now for all these companies and stuff like that after this getting done to you. And oh man, I can't imagine, like, the IDF to me, from what I obviously don't work with the IDF or anything like that, but they seem like a great organization, especially if you're able to connect people that have the same type of illness, so they don't feel like they're alone in this matter. Because generally, I mean, if you have something like this, you probably feel pretty alone in this matter, just like she felt alone in her early days of content creation and stuff like that. Like, you gotta think, you're probably sitting in your house, you don't go outside, you don't really interact with anyone, and you're just thinking, damn, it's just fucking me in here, or maybe it's just me and my parents here. Like,
I just wanted to do something good and to give back to a community that helped me.
And you did do a good job. Honestly, you all did it. You and Connor both did a great job, amazing job of giving back to the community and everything. And it's not your fault that VSHOJO went and fucking stole the fucking money, you know what I mean? Like, it's not her fault at all that happened.
Really, that's not the case. As much as I would like to continue to talk about this, unfortunately, I can't. So, to recap, I believe that I am owed a significant amount of funds, which I have not been paid.
And I hope to God she gets it back. I hope to God she wins her lawsuit.
Is owed over $500,000.
I hope to God the IDF gets that money. I'm so glad to see that the Tiltify is doing so good right now in terms of like the donations for it. But I hope to God she blows them out of the water and fucking bankrupts those fucks.
I could tell you more, but right now I have been advised to wait for legal proceedings. As of right now, I am an independent VTuber.
Probably the best.
I'm at a loss of what to do right now. I'm kind of processing everything.
I think you could probably just do the same stuff you've always been doing. I mean, that's what made you who you are already and how big you are. Now, obviously, that's me saying go with fucking less than 10,000 subscribers. But I mean, like, I feel like people come to the streams for you, regardless of what you play, regardless of what you do. You still have tons of people in her stream, right? Like, there's still tons of people there. It's like, they're there for her. They're not there for VSHOJO. They're there for her.
Very sad and very confused.
Yeah, I bet.
Once again, I want to apologize to the Immune Deficiency Foundation and to my community.
You know how
Wish
fucking ass that is for a company or a, you know how ass that is for an organization that you love so much, that you've poured so much of your time and effort into, and, you know, community funded and raised all this money for, having to apologize to them because of some scummy shit that the people you work for did.
shown so much support to me. I also wanted to say that all the ad money made from this video will go towards the Immune Deficiency Foundation. I honestly don't know what I'm going to do. I really, like I said, I really haven't had much time to process this.
And also, guys, with this video as well, I'll donate any of the ad revenue from my video as well, even how big or small the video is. Like I said, share the video around if you haven't shared it around already. If there are people that don't know about this, you know, share Ironmouse's video. I'll leave her video in the link in the description too if you haven't seen it already. Anything that we make off this, we'll share to the fundraiser, right? So it's basically like you guys giving back to Ironmouse or to the IDF for the wrongdoings of VSHOJO.
But below the video in the description box is a link to a donation fund for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. Thankfully, any donations made through Tiltify go directly to the charity. That link is also there if you've heard about this and would like to support the Immune Deficiency Foundation. Sometime this month, I plan on doing a special live stream.
Hell yeah.
In order to raise money for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. I hope to have a ton of friends joining me, and hopefully there'll be a lot of singing and a lot of fun and a day full of happiness. I just honestly really want to show that after all of this, that VTubing is a force for good.
It is a force for good, I think, ultimately. So, I think it's the companies that fucking ruin that shit and fucking put it into the ground.
Thank you guys so much for all the support, and thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. And once again, I want to say that I am truly sorry.
I don't think that you have to even say you're sorry. It's not your fault that your company fucked you. I'm not gonna lie. You shouldn't have to say you're sorry for that. Like, you have to fucking apologize because your company is... Oh, dude, it's so fucked, dude. It's so fucked. It's so fucked. Anyways, guys, like... I mean, that's gonna do it for today's video, guys. Please go show Ironmouse some support on her video. Go show the Tiltify, the donations here. Go donate if you can. If you can't donate, it is what it is. Like, just watching the video and supporting Ironmouse is the best thing you can do in this situation. And the reason I wanted to make the video today is because I wanted to spread more awareness to this issue that you guys might not know about, right? Sure, probably most of you do know about it, but maybe there's some that don't know about it, and you guys can get the word out and spread it even more, you know? Regardless if you like VTubers or not, regardless if you like... you know, just people and these people in general or not. I think it's a really shitty thing that this company is doing to someone. And I think any support that you can give will really help the cause out, and, you know, fucking taking it to the man, taking it to the company that's doing it, right? And also, this will help out other VTubers as well. So maybe you say you don't like this VTuber in particular, but you can maybe help your VTuber out with something like this, right? So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll try to keep up with more of this with the more we see from it, and that's going to do it, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video today, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Later, bye-bye.